Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this video, you're going to see one of the craziest puzzles you've ever seen in your whole life. So I saw this puzzle and I was like so astounded that I have to share it with you. So it's white to move, and if you look at the position, black has 6 pawns and a queen. You have a knight, bishop, and a pawn. So you might think, what is happening in this position? This is clearly a loss for white. Turns out it's not. White can actually draw this position, and if black is not careful, white would win. But assuming best play, white draws. Okay, so if you want to take a crack at this, go for it. Good luck. It's very, very hard. So just healthy disclaimer, I think it's best to just sit back and enjoy the ride. That's how I felt, but I'll go ahead and start sharing right now. Okay. First move in this position is knight to e4. Maybe seems like an obvious check. So in this particular position, black has only one move, it seems, with the king. But you have to ask yourself, what happens if they take, right? So there are 2 moves legally in the position. There's taking the knight and there's moving the king back. Let's just quickly consider the most obvious. If you capture, well, you lose. You get mated. You can't do that. What a nice mate that is, right? This just covered the out square. So you can't take. So you might think, okay, white's trying to be a little sneaky. I'll just move my king here. What's the harm? And now, this is just one of so many moves where it's like, who sees this move? This is just magical. So I thought bishop e1, and if you play bishop e1, sure, and then they play g3, and they go, okay, now what? You have no checks. You want to sack your bishop for nothing? Sure. But there's no check. Like, nothing after that. So that doesn't work. Black is winning this position pretty easily. So you say, okay, it's not bishop e1. And here's the move. Knight g3. Like, what? Look at that move. That is so crazy. So do you see the threat? The threat is, hey, you want to take my bishop? And maybe a human will go, hey, I'll take this. You're going to get mated. Look at that. The knight holding both down and the pawn holding down h3. Crazy, right? Look at the power of this knight. Okay, so I'm just kind of going through what you can't do. You can't take this, and it seems like, after knight g3, it seems like you only have one move here, right? You're trying to threaten mate here. So really you have 2, because I should say you want to cover this square from 2 different directions from the queen. So you play one of these 2, and it turns out they're going to be the same, pretty much. I'll play the move that the engine plays. By the way, the engine has this as winning for black the entire time, even though it will be a draw. Even currently, as I'm showing this position, my engine is saying minus 5.16, and the second line says minus 7. So the engine does not see this as the true position of a draw. You know you're looking at a good study when the engine can't even figure it out, right? Okay, so this is looking at f5. Clearly that's the whole goal, is to prevent mate, right? Well, the whole idea is I move this knight there and mate the king. Well, what's wrong with just going here? And that's the move right now. Bishop e1, saying my next move then is knight to f5, double check. Check this way and check that way. So you gotta, not be mate, by the way. So you have to do something about that. And here is just, again, so crazy. So after they take, because that's the move that the engine will do, if not, you're going to move that knight. So here's the crazy move. Bishop f2. How many moves in a row are just absolutely astounding? Like, is it just me? I'm sitting here like, this is amazing. So there are 2 ways this can be captured. Let's first look at queen takes. Queen takes is stalemate. Look at that. Okay. Well, you might go, the pawn takes. That's not stalemate. Well, it's not in this position, but after g3 check, the king has 1, 2 legal moves. Both of them are going to take these squares away. This is a draw. So they can't even take the bishop. So after you play bishop f2, like, it's crazy. The best move in the position, according to the engine right now, is queen f3. Think about that. Think about that. That is so crazy. Okay. The way that the engine goes in the study is d4. So you might say, okay, what's the point of that? Well, just take it. And here's the reason why, this is my guess, why these pawns are being given up that way. So right now, if you go drop back and give me a check, which we can look at that variation, white just returns with the bishop. And now if you stay on this first rank, it's stalemate. My bishop is pinned, and you can't take this because you have nothing supporting it. And if you take this, then it's going to be then this will be stalemate the other way. Look at this. Gosh, this is so cool. But it says black that would actually lose this position. Bishop e3, it's saying. Whoa. Oh, I see. Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is amazing. So, I don't want to go crazy down that road, but really quickly, just in case somebody's saying, oh, I don't want to stalemate my king, I'll just give my queen up. You actually lose in this position. c4, bishop d2. Look at this. c3, and after that, you go back. What am I threatening? I'm threatening mate in 1. And look at that. Look at that. That's a nice mate. Come on. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Okay. Hopefully you're enjoying this as much as I am. This is so amazing to me. It's crazy. So the point here is that you can't really check me here because my bishop can always drop back. So they give the pawn up in the study. And then the next move, they give the next pawn up. And again, you take it because if the queen takes, that is stalemate. Not that way. Look at that nice arrow. That is stalemate right here on g1. You can't take that because now I have no outsquares. Crazy, right? So, in this position, queen f2 is played. Which, again, maybe you see it's already kind of done. This is just a study. This is how it concludes. You take it, and after this, recapture, check, and this is now the official stalemate of the position. This is so crazy to me. I love this position. I don't know if you've ever seen this study before. I've never seen it, but I was looking at this position from the beginning like, what? How do you draw this? You're down so much material. Okay, so just from the beginning, real quick, I just love to recap them because there's so many cool moves. First move, knight e4. What are you even doing there? You have to take it. You get mated. You have to back up. And this move, look at this. That is a brilliant move if I've ever seen one. You take that, and it's just crazy. Look at this. You don't take it, you get mated. If you take it, this is going to be stalemate because you're pretty much going to go here, and it's going to be the same position as before, right? If they try to check you, you just run back, right? Nothing to see there. Crazy. This is crazy. So the way it's done in the game is they go here, covering the square. You go back saying, I'm going to mate you if you're not careful. They do this, take it. They're boxing their own king in, but you can't take advantage of that. Instead, bishop f2, saying you take me either way, it's going to be stalemate. They give up a couple of pawns, and look at this. That's one way to finish it. Crazy. But the other way to finish it was to go here, and after take, that's stalemate. There's so many ways to stalemate, but either way, it's crazy, right? I keep looking at this like, how does this work? But hopefully you're seeing all this geometry and how everything is covered. But yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, bishop takes c5, queen f1 check, you go back, and then after the queen f2, you take it, they take, and this is going to be forced stalemate. Absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed that, let me know. I thought this was one of the craziest puzzles I've ever seen before. If you've seen it, tell me. I love interacting with all of you in the community. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you, I should say, for liking and subscribing. Many of you have done so. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoy it, be sure to stay connected by liking and subscribing. I put out new videos all the time. And the whole goal is to just spread chess and help charity. And I just love it. So thanks so much. Bye.